Top G go too fast. I don't need wear no seatbelt. Bad look, got no upgrade. Now she got. How about the range on? Who is little baby? He going in. Man, these old rappers getting boring. They be taking shots, I ignore them. Send them to the hood while I'm touring. Making plays out of town like I'm Jordan. Need to go get your. Walk on my way, I'ma score it. Lamborghini, I don't want no Porsches. I'm on fire, don't touch me, I'm torching. Had the fish on my teeth, I went porcelain. Put the time on my back, I'm a horseman. One more year, I'ma make it a Forbes. They load me in the bay like he 40. I be sitting inside of the Moreland. Ain't no screens attached, keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it foreign it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these hippie toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go.
I spent the whole M on some clothes. Got a bonus, I sold out the show. Gonna like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you. All of these, my body, I got pay somebody keep checking my pose. Walking in club with no warning, take care of the money. They swing on the. Water on me like the sunny, I shine when it's sunny, this platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mo.
Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the London Monarchs and the Cleveland Browns. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Watch him now, Barney.
Here's Coleman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This is Coleman. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Detroit! Detroit!
Hey. Got three. Three down.
Throwing his Allen on 3rd. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now,
Detroit!
1st and
Detroit!
10 at their own 16.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And Callaway taking it in left side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still
No
yardage. Okay.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Watch him now, Barney!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday. That's just what I say. I say, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all. So don't be talking sideways. He said I'm
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the London Monarchs and the Cleveland Browns. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's caught out left by Perriman. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd down, Mayfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And now running right through it. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Allen looks to throw on second down. Going up top. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw, it's Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now Landry. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, Njoku. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Mayfield on first down. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball. And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Gun!
play action. Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku from 19 yards away. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense about ready to take over again and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first down. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Coleman, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 49 yards. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Fights off the and he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
Gun!
Mayfield looks to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. This is fielded at the 7. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here now the offense heading back out there. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Over!
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. It's a big play there. 46 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Green 39.
Coleman now. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them. But that
and now look at him go. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway with a return of 102 yards. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now Allen throwing on second down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield underneath for Johnson. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Mayfield being chased out left. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And again, it's Mayfield. Where is this play? And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Following the interception, Mayfield. And that's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Now he'll escape to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Over to Landry on the bubble screen. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Browns on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Buying time to his left. Got a man, that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Mayfield on play action, eluding the pressure right. Dumping it off for Johnson. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now back out comes the offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They will run again with Coleman.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got a first down and more. Now the ball comes loose and all the way down to the 25-yard line. The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
On 2nd down, Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did, you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First down, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think...
Didn't realize he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Mayfield on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 67 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Mayfield, that is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's the fullback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. From the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Now they'll run it on the toss. Spinning past him. There he goes left side. And a huge play that time. 45 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They get it to him running left. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll look to throw. Dancing to his pad. He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jerry Hughes in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.